Pleasant day to the happy and smart learners. I'm Dr. Shobha Edward, Principal and Head of the Department of Corporate Secretaryship, KCS Kasinada College of Arts and Science, here to explain the concept of residential status of a Hindu undivided family. For a Hindu undivided family, to determine the residential status, we would consider the Karta's residential status. Karta is nothing but the head of the Hindu undivided family. If Karta satisfies one of the basic condition and satisfies both the additional conditions, then the HUF is a resident and ordinarily resident. If the karta satisfies one basic condition and does not satisfy both the additional conditions, then the HUF is a resident and not ordinarily resident. If the karta satisfies one basic condition and one additional condition, then the HUF is a resident and not ordinarily resident. If the karta does not satisfy both the basic conditions, then the HUF is a non-resident. Then going on to the residential status of a company. So for a company to fulfill the residential status, it can be a resident or a non-resident. If it is an Indian company or if the control and management of its affairs are situated wholly in India during the previous year, then the company will be a resident. If the above conditions are not satisfied, then the company becomes a non-resident company. So, for a company to be a resident, the control and management should be situated wholly in India during the previous year. If the control and management is situated wholly or partially outside India, then the company becomes a non-resident. For a company, the situation of ordinarily resident or not ordinarily resident does not arise. Moving on to an AOP. To be a resident, again, a similar situation, the control and management, that is, the de facto control and management, should be situated in India. For a firm, also, a similar situation applies. So, for an AOP and a firm to be a resident of India, it should be controlled in India. So, this will be the residential status rule for an AOP and a firm. So, the residential status of an SSE is classified as resident, non-resident. Residential status for an individual and HUF, it was further classified as ordinarily resident or not ordinarily resident. So, to summarize with this, the categories of an SSE are resident, non-resident, and if he is a resident, resident and ordinarily resident, resident and not ordinarily resident. Thank you. Have a happy and smart learning. Thank you.